Hello, this is Morgan again with another episode of Quest for the Cup. I'm sitting here with Tournament Director Ian from Lake Elsinore Casino, and we want to find out a little bit about him. So, Ian, where are you from?
Well, Morgan, I'm originally from Miles City, Montana, and I've been living here in Southern California for the last 10 years.
Okay, and how long ago did you move here again? I'm sorry, some plastic was put down.
I moved here you never get off the clock while on the clock.
Yeah, you're like a fireman.
I moved here to Southern California 10 years ago, 2004, Morgan.
Okay, and when did you first start? At what time in your life did you get introduced to the game of poker?
Well, as a child, my dad operated card rooms in Montana, so I've been in this business since birth. When I turned 18, I sat down at a poker table. The second I turned 18, I started dealing poker the next day. By the time I was 19 or 20, I was running little card rooms in Montana. And when I was 22 years old, I moved out here to Southern California, and here we are.
We had a capacity crowd today. It was very busy. And as usual, Kim, the tournament director here, handled it perfectly. And we did an interview with her before, but not a lot of answers came out as far as... Before we get into the interview, where were you from again?
Well, I've lived here for 20 years in Menifee, but I'm from Norco.
Okay, and then people kind of get intense in this business, whether they're tired, they're playing a lot. We saw you handle some pretty fiery situations today, which I was pretty impressed about. What qualities do you think a floorman / tournament director need to kind of calm a situation down, regardless of who's at fault for what? What's it take for somebody in your profession?
Well, anyone in this business, I think that every person that's ever got in this business in any position, the first thing that they're told is that you're going to need to have a thick skin.
But this sport of poker, that we call it, will get people where they get out of character and they get a little heated. And I notice Kim calms people down very easily. What do you think
You gotta go with the flow. Go with the flow and try to keep them at a really calm level. Let it just roll off your shoulder and just say, you know what, we're gonna get there. We'll get there. Promise them that everything will be smoothed out.
Okay. As a floorman, a dealer, it's your job to protect the integrity of the game, and to protect the players that are sitting there that aren't involved and simply just are here to play and want to enjoy themselves in the spirit of the game.
Right.
And it's not always easy. I tell people all the time, the last thing I ever want to have to do is my job.
Okay, yeah, and Kim, I've seen her as usual handle the entire room single-handedly many times.
I have a lot of help.
She had a lot of help today. So why do you think these people, like other people try tournaments and they don't get that many people, but when RiverCard does a tournament, why do you think people show up to these things, in your opinion?
They like the competing for their name on the trophy. They like the prize pool. They like the structure. You have a good structure, they'll come.
It's kind of Hollywoody, flashing cameras, spinning trophy, lights, camera.
People like getting their picture taken.
People love the
RiverCard girls. They love getting good service. We have a massage girl that goes around. We have good food. We have good food.
The food here is excellent. So, what upcoming promotions do you have here at Lake Elsinore Casino? What do we look forward to coming up?
At Lake Elsinore every morning, here at Lake Elsinore, every morning we have a no limit hold'em tournament. Every morning, Sunday we have a tournament at 2 p.m. We have a nightly tournament Thursday night at 7 p.m. That's our mini deep stack tournament. It's a $2,500 guarantee. Coming up this month, we have the Gobble Up the Green. The day after Thanksgiving, we're giving away a ton of money. You see all the posters around the room. We're giving away $10,000 the day after Thanksgiving. We've got a large free roll Saturday, November 29th for $2,500. And that's going to be first come, first serve, anyone that comes up.
So you have tournaments Saturdays at 2 p.m. or 5 p.m.?
Saturdays at 5:15, Sundays at 2.
Okay, and if you're coming up and down the freeway here, take Railroad Canyon Road.
Diamond Drive.
Diamond Drive. Follow Diamond Drive to Lake Elsinore Casino. Come in and say hello to Kim.
For sure.
Anything else you want to talk about before
No,
we're done?
I think we're good.
She handled it. Things were so smooth today. There's not really much to go over because
No chaos.
no chaos. Well,
When you have a really good team of people that's working, everything works out.
I agree. Thanks, Kim.
I couldn't do it myself.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
Thanks
Thank
for tuning
you, Morgan.
in.
Thank you, Paul.
Our weekly promotions, we have Splash the Pot on Mondays and Thursdays for the NFL.
Right on. And then I guess the final question is today we had a capacity crowd here. Every seat was full. And why do you think these RiverCard tournaments, why do you think people show up for these?
Well, and me and you have talked about this before. RiverCard's been around. You guys do a real good job, and persistency and consistency is so important in this business. And you guys have been around, and every 2 weeks you're somewhere else, and you come on, you put on a good show. You're starting to create a real strong following of RiverCard players. Everybody wants to get their name on that cup. It's a big deal, and it's something to take home and to be real proud of. And it doesn't go anywhere. That cup, it lasts forever.
Right.
And one thing I know, and I was discussing this with a player earlier today, that a poker player will never argue with money.
Right.
And you get such large turnouts for these RiverCard events, and when you get to come and play we're over $40,000 today. And when you get to come and play for that kind of money, people are going to show up and play.
Right. Well, we're here at Lake Elsinore today, and the food is great. They've done some remodeling. The dealers know what they're doing. If you're coming up and down the 15 freeway and you get off on Diamond Drive, come in and say hello to Ian, and he'd love to see you and come by into one of the tournaments and see Ian in action. And thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ian.